I'm here.
Hey, okay. Let's get back into it. Talk a little bit about this team. Like I just said, they traveled, like you said, they traveled to Spain last year, and they've really traveled around quite a bit and become quite close with all these traveled, dates and taking bus rides and plane rides everywhere. And how important is that for these guys to get close? And how does that translate onto the field when they're really all best buds off the field?
Yeah, on and off the field, and not just going to different places together, but what we've done to get to those places, the fundraising events, the parking cars, washing cars, movie events, dinners where you're out selling tickets or you're doing coin drops. I mean, if you can name a fundraiser, we've probably either attempted it or done it. So they're together all the time. Most of them go to school together. Again, living in a small community like we do, when they don't have school or they don't have practice, they're on their bikes or each other's homes. So all that being said, what we have is of that closeness. It also carries over, honestly, to most of our parents. Our parents, if you go on the sidelines of any sporting event, with youth sports nowadays, you'll see parents spread out, you'll see kids, and a lot of times the parents don't even know each other's names. A lot of times you have parents that don't know the kids' names on the field, and all they do is that they care about their own child. And what really makes this group unique is from the boys themselves to the parents is everything we do is about the team. When we fundraised to go to Spain, where they did Spain, they went to France, and then they went to England, all because of soccer.
Wow.
They competed in the Dynasty Cup. And the tour guide who set up the tour, who's been doing this for 20-some years, we were telling him about our group, how we were pretty good, and he kind of scoffed at us. And he was like, yeah, well, I've been doing this for 20-some years. we had a girls' team one time that won a couple games, and just your typical little bit of that English arrogance about when it comes to soccer and everything.
Right.
And we shocked them a little bit. We made it to the finals. We did come up short, but we ended up playing more games that he had never planned for. He didn't know what to do. He had our whole trip planned out. He had us losing in the round robin stage.
Oh, really?
And here we made it to the final. So it put a little damper on his plans, but we had a lot of fun with that.
Nice, that's awesome. So, what are you looking forward to most with this trip coming up to West Virginia for the regionals?
I'm still at this point. I'm still looking forward to shocking the soccer world. I'm still looking forward to our boys coming in there somewhat as still of an unknown, and playing in that, and who's this team, where are they from, because we're not that academy. I mean, when you look at the region finals, I mean, it goes from ages U12, I think, up to U19, but when you look at each age bracket, you'll see the same teams, just a different age there all the time. You'll see teams from PDA. You'll see teams from Ironbound. You'll see teams from Match Fit Academy at different levels. And then we're that kind of just a little bleep on the radar that, who's this team? Who are they? So I'm looking forward to hopefully some of the shock of coaches, players, parents on the opposing teams when they face us. I'm sure a lot of the coaches on other teams that we're going to play, they're looking past us. I'm sure about that.
Going in as the underdog, I like it. Real quick before we let you go, Sam, what's been the most satisfying part about coaching this team for you? I mean, it seems like you have a real great group of boys there, and they're sort of coming of age under your tutelage there in the soccer world, and it's got to be great to know that you're having an impact on these boys' lives, and you're putting them on the right road as they head into their sophomore year of high school.
Just the greatest thing about it is kind of like you said, of becoming influential and just watching these kids, turn into great young men. Seeing their development, seeing how when an obstacle comes up, seeing how when something comes on the field that they have to work hard and through, seeing how that can transfer over to the real world. I mean, we talk a lot about setting goals, attaining goals, and doing whatever it takes to obtain that goal. And just seeing those guys develop and not quit, and when something doesn't go their way, just having accountability, not making it an excuse, and just, okay, this is what we have to do, this is how we're going to do it, and then following through. You have a lot of people at all walks of life, all sports, non-sports, talk the talk, but watching these kids walk the walk is pretty fun to be a part of.
Awesome. Well, thanks for taking a few minutes out of your Saturday morning to join us, Coach, and good luck down there in West Virginia this week. We'll be looking forward to hearing how you make out.
Okay, will do.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.